Mic check, mic check.
Mic check.
Yes, sir. What it do? What it don't? what it is and what it ain't. It's your boy, Don Otaku, aka Don Solo, aka Solo the Don, aka Solo D Swaggy, aka All Digital Don. And of course, I'm here with Subegels, aka Subeg, aka the Green Thumb, aka the Gaming Gardener, aka the Avatar, aka what you got for me today?
AKA, we all digital boys too now. Fuck.
Starting in 2028, you are. No, I'm just playing.
I know, pretty
we gonna
much.
get into it. But
Digital boys too.
what's been up, man? How you been?
I mean, I've been good. I've been working still. I'm still just doing the same old shit, like working, grinding, trying to make some money. But that's really it, bro. What about you?
Same old.
Same old.
Same old.
You want to talk about your PC problems? The PC Master Race, bro. The all digital future, bro.
This PC about to be the death of me. Cause every 5 seconds it just be giving me trouble. Like,
yeah,
troubleshoot gaming, real thing.
Gaming, bro.
But we got it under control, and it only took 1 hour. Not too bad. Could have been worse. But other than that,
look, a MacBook wouldn't have done that to you, bro.
Oh hell nah. I wouldn't even be on here with a MacBook.
Yeah, bruh.
Because I would be streaming. I would only be having Switch 2 gameplay and Xbox gameplay. Because nobody playing nothing on that MacBook.
Bruh. I feel like you could do it. You just gotta keep it plugged in. It could do the podcast. Maybe not have the NVIDIA broadcast and stuff in the background, but yeah, it's funny.
We'll survive. Hopefully, this computer survives. Because
this will be a bad time for it to go out. That's for sure.
It's the GPU or CPU or especially the RAM. If any of that go out, yeah, bro, PC is over with. I'm gonna be streaming from my phone from now on.
Bro, that's hella funny.
But other than that, nothing too crazy. With that, let's go ahead and get into what we've been playing. I'm gonna let you start.
Sure. I haven't really been playing too much. I'm still playing Vampire Crawlers. I have around like 150 G's now, so I got a few achievements. So it's going good. And like my last few runs have been pretty good. Like I've been going to the end of the stage, and getting killed by the Reaper or whatever at the end. So it's been fun. That's been fun. What else? I'm still on Yote. Now I'm just doing all the bounties. I think I have like 9 out. I think I have like 9 left. 9 or 8 bounties left. And then I can move on to the other stuff. But yeah, I'm just trying to get all the trophies now. I've pretty much the map is pretty much cleared. I just gotta find everything in it now. So that's been fun. And on my Switch, I'm still playing Xenoblade. I'm just kind of grinding and stuff. I'm just trying to like level up my party and stuff like that, like figuring out the combat still. Because I dropped it for a while, so I gotta like relearn it. I'm still doing that. What did I play? Oh yeah, there's a big one that I played. Star Fox.
Yes, sir. I got that on the screen right now.
Yeah, Star Fox is it's fun. It's actually a lot more in depth than I thought it was gonna be. Like especially like when you get to the open zones, and I was like, oh,
all range mode.
Yeah, full range mode. Like that was awesome. And it has like you can either do like the spin or you can flip and stuff like that, or you can slow down, turn left and right fully, and it's fun. I like it. But one thing I noticed was like playing with the pro controller on the like while sitting on the couch, my bro, it was actually like making my hand hurt. Like to be honest, like mashing like the A button and shooting and stuff like that. But yeah, it's fun. I actually was playing the multiplayer. I probably played like an hour of the single player campaign. Not even, like probably like 20 minutes of it, cuz I think I got to like 20 or 30 minutes, cuz I got to like mission like 3 or 4 or something like that. And I'm assuming like each mission's around like maybe like 10
10
minutes long,
minutes,
if
yeah.
that. But
As long as you're not dying or restarting.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, it's fun. And I really enjoyed the multiplayer when I was playing, and I was like, oh, okay. I was
The
like, this
multiplayer
works.
actually surprised me.
Yeah, it works. It works really well.
Yeah, like the multiplayer was good on N64, but it was literally just split screen with 4 people on one map. I don't even think they had multiple maps back then. And you would just dogfight in all range mode. Like, I don't even think they had teams. It was just free for all.
Yeah.
So this actually being objective based, I love that. And then each map having its own objective, and all 3 of them being actually pretty fun. Yeah, man, they did a good job.
Oh yeah. But yeah, man, I'm excited to keep on playing it. It's a awesome Switch game to have because it's really pick up and play. Like very very simple. Like what is it, like timeless gameplay, I guess, because it's like they didn't really change the gameplay,
Yeah.
right? So it's like
Gameplay
and it still just works.
Is definitely as is. Like, only thing they change is that the controls are obviously not an N64 controller, so they have to make those more modern. But gameplay feel, the weapons, items, everything. They did add new weapons and items and abilities to the multiplayer. Whenever you get the question mark, you can switch from smart bombs to all these other abilities that's never been in the game before, which I was actually like, why would you, like, you have this already in the game, why couldn't you implement these new items into the campaign? But I guess trying to balance the campaign with these new stuff would probably kind of break the game, so I guess.
That's no, and another thing, bro, like I found a match super quick.
Oh yeah, bro.
Like there's people on this shit. Like people are playing this.
Like I feel like they didn't know, or I feel like they did it just because N64 had a battle mode, and they just didn't want to leave like the game half remade. Like, oh, we can't, like The Last of Us Part 1, Halo Compact or Campaign Evolve. They didn't want to half-ass it. They're like, we're going to add a multiplayer. We're going to revamp it because obviously just having split screen is not going to be enough for a modern remake. Exactly. But I don't think they actually knew that they had something this good. And I want them to keep adding new maps and keep adding new objectives and more characters. Add a landmaster mode where everyone's in a tank. Add a submarine mode where everyone's in a submarine.
Oh hell yeah, that'd be sick.
Because Assault had that in the multiplayer where you could be in a tank, on foot, or in the R-Wing. If I remember correctly, I think that's how they did it, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else about Star Fox?
No, it's actually really good. I'm really liking it. I'm really enjoying it, honestly. And like it's super cinematic too. It actually had a I feel like this is like the 4th or 5th time we brought this game up, but Divinum, like remember how that game had like a super strong opening?
Yeah.
Like I feel like this has that. Like before you even get to the main menu and all that shit, like the tutorial is amazing, and then like it starts ramping up, and like you kind of see like the little strife between Fox and what's it called? Yeah, Falco, and it's good, and you like see it play out too, because he's like, nah, fuck that, like let's make it like super hard mode and stuff like that. It was really good, and it served as a really good tutorial too, honestly. But yeah, that was
You
awesome.
should definitely check out the Holo Viewer.
Okay.
Because they have like the character backgrounds and lore about the world and all the characters, and they actually go really in depth with it. So like you can see Falco's origin and like how he got into like how did he join Star Fox? Which they mention in later games, but in Star Fox 64 you don't really know why, or what he did before Star Fox. Same thing with like Slippy being Fox's childhood friend. So there's a lot of good lore in there if you really want to get involved, like get invested into the universe.
Dude, I gotta post. Nah, dude, we gotta post this trade in the Discord. I'm gonna tag freaking Lord Metroid because he got PG.
Oh, bro, you know he mad.
I know.
'Cause he a Celtics. He a Celtics fan, bro. It's funny, like I don't follow basketball. I just be knowing players.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I know people mad about this PG shit because this nigga ass. Like,
yeah, dude, that's so funny, bro.
this nigga been ass since halfway through the Clippers.
You're not wrong, bro. Honestly. Fuck, dude, that's just so funny. Like, why is that's such a bad trade, bro? Like, why don't you just keep Jaylen Brown because he's younger? He's younger and he's probably better at this point too.
I forgot.
Anyway.
I didn't ask. Did you try out the mouse mode?
Oh yeah, in Star Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried it out, bro. That wasn't it, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, it's probably because I already played and beat this game and I just want something that feels new.
Yeah.
But it's fun in first person because it does add a layer of difficulty.
Yeah, it was, and also I wasn't playing, like I was using like my my like lap and stuff for it, so and it wasn't working like that. So I probably definitely
I was at my
it would
desk.
be better with like a desk. Yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
I was at my desk when I tried it.
Yeah, no doubt.
I
But
thought it
no,
was
it's
pretty
good
fun.
though. I just like it how it is. How it is good.
All right, I guess I can just talk about Star Fox now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So, I mean, I think that's really it. Yeah, no, I really haven't played anything else other than those games. Like, I think I might have played like a little bit of 007, but still, like, yeah, not too much. But I've been playing a little bit. I can't believe that we're in July and I'm still on Yote, bro. But you know what's funny? It's making me want to actually jump into AC Shadows again. So maybe I'll do that after I'm done with Yote. But I kind of want to just do it because of the parkour. I am kind of missing it a little bit, to be honest, like jumping around the world and stuff. But
you know what game
yeah.
that I've been constantly thinking about now? I'm
What?
like, I need to get back on this.
What game?
Crimson Desert.
Yeah, that game too, bro.
But I know I have to
Yeah.
invest if I want to get back into that.
Exactly. That's
And
how I
there's
feel
just
with
too
Tears of the
many.
Kingdom for me, bro. Because like if I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom, that's all I'm playing, bro. Like I ain't playing anything else.
But yeah, Star Fox. I did the review for it. So check that out, Lords of Gaming.
Nice. What did you
And
give it?
8.5 out of 10.
8.5. That's good.
It's as good of a 1-to-1 remake as I think you can get. Like, it's
Yeah,
safe.
dude. Graphically, it's insane, bro. Like
It's definitely
I
safe.
was surprised.
There's just enough new things to make it worth it. But the graphical jump from the 64 and the fact that the gameplay still holds up to this day, which is something you really can't say about a lot of games from the 90s. Like some games you have to do some tweaks to it to make it feel better.
Absolutely.
They didn't really tweak anything. It's just
Yeah,
it
like
was
they're gonna
just like that.
tweak Ocarina, bro. Like they're 100%.
Yeah, Ocarina needs to be tweaked. That's a game that can be a 1-to-1 remake, or like they fucked it up.
Exactly.
But this like. I was skeptical, like, you know how when I realized it was a Star Fox 64 remake, I was like, bro, not this shit again. Like, how many times are we gonna go through this? But it's funny that like Star Fox Zero was what like that's we're not remaking it, we're rebooting it, doing all these new things to it, but it's essentially like the same story, the same origin. We're just gonna change everything, and that game fucking sucks. But like them just taking the 1-to-1 Star Fox 64 and just making it the most cinematic, beautiful experience that they could is like, it was enough. It was like, okay, yeah, bro, they did that shit. And it's really because of the attention to detail with the cinematics, with the gameplay, the graphics, the animations. They did the voice acting, the new dialogue. Like all of that just enhanced what was already there to the point that it's
surprising coming from a Nintendo game. Like it feels like AAA cinematics wise.
Yes. If it wasn't, I'm pretty sure if it wasn't a remake, they would probably be pushing AAA budgets. Actually, maybe not, because the game is essentially like 1 to 2 hours long. It's about the replayability.
And I think it's on an internal engine, no? It's on their own engine?
Yep, Viper engine. Shout out to Wayland Studios.
Let's go.
So, all right.
Internal engine, baby. We winning, bro.
You know, it would have looked the same if it was Unreal.
We winning, bro. Dude, the internal engines are winning,
shout out to Yoshi. Unreal Engine 5, baby.
All
right, but...
Dude. Nah, like you ain't making a Splatoon Raiders on UE5. Like Nintendo's not.
Come on.
At least.
All right, I mean, I know they won't, but I was saying they could definitely do it. And it's gonna be some shiny paint. That paint gonna be so shiny. It's gonna be great. We gonna love that shiny. And it ain't gonna run at 60
either, bro. You seen how smooth that shit ran too, bruh?
Nah, bruh. We'll you script it. No,
scripted.
But yeah, man. I've been spending a lot of time in the battle mode, and I've been like slowly doing my second run, but I like sped through the first run. I knew how to get through all the hard maps, and I got the true ending, and now I'm going through the bad ending, or not the bad ending. There really isn't a bad ending, but like I went through all the you fucked up. Like I'm doing all the you fucked up missions and seeing how everything plays out with the dialogue and everything. Like sure. I let Slippy. Well, actually, maybe not. I'm not going to spoil anything just in case.
Yeah, for sure.
But there are definitely like there's certain missions where you're gonna have to like they tell you how to complete the objective. Then there are missions where it's subtle, and it's like you just kind of gotta realize like, oh, okay, I need to do this in order to get the branching path.
Yeah.
And then there's the missions where you didn't do something fast enough, and then because of that, something happens, and you end up going to a completely different route than you thought you were originally supposed to go. So, and then like there are literally the missions, like the one with Bill, where you can fail. Like you can literally fail the mission because you weren't able to stop the enemies, and then that takes you on a completely different path,
right?
Yeah. So like I love the mission structure of Star Fox 64, and I think I feel like Wayland Studios, either they're gonna go remake something else.
I think they should make a new Star Fox.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They're either gonna make something else, F-Zero, hopefully, or
F-Zero remake,
And I feel like with this engine, F-Zero would be crazy.
Oh yeah,
F-Zero would be
That'd be
crazy
awesome.
with this engine.
That'd be crazy, bro.
But as much as I want that, I want them to get the keys. I want this to be that Grezzo, that Mercury Steam moment where Nintendo's like, we see what you did. You understand Star Fox. We love what you did. Now, make your own. Mercury Steam going from Samus Returns to Metroid Dread. Grezzo going from literally every fucking Zelda remake. And then finally getting Echoes. Like, how many decades? How many times? Like, how many remakes did they do before? They finally got.
Bro,
the
you know
keys.
this team that made the Star Fox remake is the same team that made Midnight Murder Club for PlayStation.
Midnight Murder Club. Oh,
That fucking live service game that died.
Ew.
Isn't that crazy?
See,
But they also made some other shit that's like pretty good apparently, but I'm forgetting off the top of my head.
See, the only thing I know them for is Mario Kart Live Circuit.
This dude's like, ew.
Yeah, I only know them for Mario Kart Live Circuit. That's what I always
That's hilarious,
conflate them
bro.
to. Like, they're the ones who made the fucking RC Mario Kart. That's all they ever did. But yeah, man, Valen, they might be up next, bruh.
Yeah.
Star Fox, if you haven't played Star Fox, or even if you have played Star Fox 64, this is still the definitive Star Fox experience. Like, you gotta play this shit. Assault, would I want them to remake Assault? I feel like they like an Assault remake, or at least just using Assault as the base for the next game would be A1. But I've been playing something else on my Switch too.
Okay.
Something, you know, like you know what I mean? Sometimes you just want trash. You just see, like, sometimes you just want a little junk food.
Oh no, what are you playing? Are you playing Sonic, bro?
Hell no. Nah, not that trashy. I'm not trying to kill myself. You know, sometimes you just want some.
I am that down bad.
Yeah, sometimes you just want some Mickey D's, and it's like, man, I just got a craving for Mickey D's right now.
Sure.
And I had a craving for some Mickey D's, the fast food of gaming. And I was like, yeah, bro, it's a wrap. And that is NBA 2K 26.
That's just as bad.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. This shit is so good. It's so, but it's not like it's so addicting, bro. It's because I haven't played in so long that, like, I think the last time I really played 2K was 2K23. So it's been a while since I've played through my career mode, and yeah, bro, I be forgetting. There's a reason that this should be. It's like that people just buy the shit every year.
Yeah, bro. It's addicting.
So yeah, playing through my career, my player, or whatever. And first off, this story is terrible. Some Lifetime movie ass story. Like, they actually used to have some really good stories. This is not one of them. Voice acting, everything is bad. But it's not like the story is really just the voice acting itself that's bad. Makes the story bad. But essentially, you're a kid like out of Vermont, playing in high school, but like since he's in this rural town in Vermont, there's no scouts actually checking him out. There's no one like actually looking for him because he's like so out there that there's no way that anyone, like any scouts, are gonna find him. So he starts doing some live streaming, and he starts live streaming his like his plays and shit. And
Nice.
then someone from LA, like they have a, what is it called, D-League camp that they do.
Like AAU.
Yeah, and a lot of them like get because like they get into the NBA because of
Oh
this
yeah,
league.
that's the G League.
Yeah. So he gets recruited to come like see if he's worth it, and then
Okay.
obviously you gotta like dominate there, and then they're like, oh yeah, the guy was like, come play in LA on this fake D League team, and then like you'll go from there. If you keep performing, you might make it to the NBA. And you play in this league for a few games, but since you were already like, it was so late for you because it was your senior year, but everybody else has been like being watched since they were freshmen and sophomores. It was still a little too late for like the scouts to really start picking you up, even though you were like dominating in the few games that you did play.
Yeah.
So then you end up in Europe, and you actually get to pick if you want to go to the Paris League, or I forgot what the other one, but I picked Paris. So now I'm in the Euro League playing the Paris FC, and I just need to play there until like somebody from the NBA drafts me. But I like that you're like going from the G League to the Euro League and then to the NBA. Because usually it's like, you play a few high school games and you go straight to the NBA, or like you play a few college games and straight to the NBA. So other than that though, it's still 2K. They got some new things since the last time I played, but they have these GOAT skills, which is, how do I describe it? Basically, the way that you build your character determines like what kind of GOAT skills you can get, but you can unlock more as you progress. And they're essentially like, you activate them by clicking the right stick, and I don't know how many you can equip at a time, but I have 2 right now. One of them is deep shooter, or deep, sorry, my bad, deep bomber. And then deep bomber increases all of your like shooting stats, and then it increases your range. So like you can shoot way beyond the 3-point line. And then I have another one called Keep It Moving, and like these GOAT skills can really improve your weaknesses. Like right now, my ball handling and my speed is really bad because I had to put all my stats towards like 3-pointers and dunks so I can actually score. But like my speed with the ball, my ball handling is ass. So with the GOAT skill, whenever you activate it, it puts those stats that the skill is for, it'll put those at 90 automatically. So like my skills, whenever I activate it, it'll jump from like 58, which is what my ball handling is, to 90. And then I'm able to just like cross everybody up, drive to the goal, and then just like dunk and lay up and like actually get inside. But before, I'm like not able to do that at all. So I like that ability, but other than that, it's mostly the same. Gotta grind them badges, gotta grind that VC, all that. But I'm having fun. Like I said, 2K is a really good RPG when they're not trying to nickel and dime you.
Yeah, and you get nickel and dimed so hard in that game, bro.
But it runs really good on the Switch too. Like sometimes I forget that it's actually 30.
Okay.
or most of the time, I just don't even realize that I'm playing it
Did
at
they
30.
announce that the oh no, that was Madden, huh? That said that
Madden
they're
got the
gonna have
60.
Bruh, that's
We
gonna be
still don't
pretty
know about
fire.
2K27 though, but I hope
Yeah.
that they do add that. But it's pretty nice on there. Like it looks good, especially compared to the Switch version. I remember that Switch version of 2K18. I was like, I mean, it's ugly as hell, but it is running on here. It's a smooth 30. Like
This
when
guy.
these characters are looking kind of nasty, that's for
Yeah.
sure. But like they definitely look like humans in this, so that's a step up for sure.
That's good.
But outside of the Switch, I've been playing. Oh yeah. So what this was one of the games we talked about for On the Radar.
Okay.
Bandit Night. I finally played that
Nice.
and I actually enjoyed it a lot. So
That's good.
essentially you play as character the Bandit Knight, and he is basically Robin Hood. Like he gets requests from people who have been wronged by bureaucrats and rich people and aristocrats and shit, and then he'll take the job for free. And like the first job, there was this magical violin that this family had just got. They inherited from their dead father, and some aristocrat was like, yeah, we just gonna roll in here and steal that because you don't, like, you're too poor to have something this valuable, and then I'm gonna auction it off and make some money. So then you have to go inside of his mansion, and it's like, but he's like, you know, I take these jobs for free because they just want this one thing back, but I'm gonna take everything else and like make my money off of that. So like you go in and you stealthily go through the stage, stealing everything that glows, and it's just like hundreds of items, and it's just magically just going into your pockets, like no matter how big or small. And you do have some attacks, like you can throw knives, but you have like a set amount and then it has to reload. But they're not that strong at first, but you can level, like as you progress and you get more money from stealing things, you can level up, and you can level up like the things that you like. There's a whole skill tree for everything, and it's actually a really robust skill tree. Like I think there's at least 30 something skills, and each of those skills can be increased to like 10, I think the max is.
Wow.
So I think you have to like get them to 5 out of 10, and then you unlock the next branching path, and then you can unlock that skill, and then it just keeps on going. And you can increase the speed of the character, how many items you can hold. Like you start off with only 300, but then like I was like, when I did the first stage, I ran out of space, and I was like, yeah, I definitely don't want that to happen again, because there was still a lot of stuff that I could have stole. So then that was the first thing I increased like a bunch to 1,000. Then I can hold 1,000 items. And you can increase the knife strength. You can increase how many knives you can carry at a time, because at first it's 5, but you can keep on increasing how many knives you can throw. There's different abilities that you can unlock. Like there's a lot to that skill tree that I haven't even touched.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, like the game looks really good. Definitely not HD 2D, but it's very good for like a light version of that. And I played through 2 different levels. Like the first one was the mansion, but then you have exploration where you have a time limit, which I don't know how I feel about it yet. But when you go out to explore, you have a time limit, and you go out to like whatever town or whatever, and then you're taking everything, you're talking to people, and like in the second level you meet someone that like it's a member of a like not a rival gang, but one of your old gangs, and you meet her, and then she's like testing you. She's like, hey, go steal. Like, she teaches you how to steal from other people instead of only stealing like items that are out and about. Now you can actually like pickpocket, and then she teaches you how to do that. She's like, go pickpocket 10 people and then come back. But you have a time limit, but not in a sense like, oh, I need to steal all, like I need to pickpocket 10 people before time runs out. It's like, no, your time limit is for the exploration in general. So like whenever you go out, you have like 300 seconds to do whatever you want to do, and then you got to go back to the base. But then like, let's say you were pickpocketing 10 people and you only did 6, and then the time ran out. Then you just get like, you have to go back, then you have to start over, and you get sent back out, but you're still like where you left off. Like you still have to pickpocket 4 more people to make it 10. And I'm like, what's the point? I don't understand the point of this time limit. Like, it's so arbitrary to just have it there. I don't know, maybe as I play more I'll understand it, but I didn't really get the point. But it's a really cool concept of a game. The writing is really good. The characters so far are pretty good, and I like the mechanics of it.
Nice, man.
So that is Bandit Night. I also played Dead or Alive 6 last round, the free version, just to see if they improved, since, because I love Dead or Alive. Like, yeah, when it comes to 3D fighters, Dead or Alive #1, Soul Calibur, and then Tekken. I hate Tekken.
Okay.
Well,
now Virtual Fighter, so Virtual Fighter over Tekken.
Well, we have to wait until Crossroads, but until Crossroads comes out, Virtual Fighter is definitely last place.
Nah, Virtual Fighter's fun, bro.
Hell nah. Virtual Fighter is so bad.
You hate
it's so boring. And I understand why, but I'm okay. I need something more flashy than that. But yeah, Dead or Alive. Ever since 3, like I've been playing Dead or Alive, and 5 was good. 6 was terrible. 6 was terrible. Not only was it a cash grab, and technically it still is a cash grab, but like they dumbed down the fighting mechanics so much compared to 5 that it was like, what's the point? So I gave last round a chance because it seemed like this was supposed to be them fixing the game, kind of like Street Fighter V Championship Edition did. Yeah. And it's, I don't know, it felt the same. I don't feel like they really changed that much. It was still fun. Like, I like the Dead or Alive essence of it, but I do feel like they did not fix the underlying issues of the game. And there's still a ton of microtransactions, like a metric ton. I think, actually, I think there's 144 microtransactions that you can buy, like just costumes and stuff, because they just want you to buy the costumes. They want you to get the swimsuits and all of the nurse outfits and all of this stuff. And you do have to buy the full version of the game. You can play for free with a few fighters, but if you want the full experience with the story mode and everything, you do have to buy that. But you can play online with like 5 characters, and Play through the arcade mode, play through training versus all of that. And I've been playing with Kasumi because she's the only character that I really played with out of the 5 characters. And it's all right, bro. Like,
you playing this on the Switch?
Oh no, this ain't on the Switch. I was playing on PC.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. It's not hitting that much for me.
So it's not.
I would rather go back to Dead or Alive 5. They don't even look that much different than, like, I thought they would have upgraded the graphics or something. It's like, no, it's still. I'm trying to figure out what they actually did. That's what it is. Like, what was the point of this last round? Because Dead or Alive 5 last round was actually substantial. This last round, I don't know. Not seeing it. Maybe I need to actually see a comparison from somebody, because I just haven't played Dead or Alive 6 in so long that maybe I just forgot.
He said, I ain't seeing it.
Bro, for real.
That's hella funny.
But, you know, I like Dead or Alive. I know they're making a new one, so I'm gonna just play this just to get a feel for the gameplay again, get good, so that when the next Dead or Alive comes out, I know what I'm doing. Because I definitely got rusty. But hold on real quick, let me close this door.
Sure. Dead or Alive. Top 5.
All right. Shout out to Game Pass. So me and my girl, we went to go see The Back Rooms. The new movie from Kane Parsons. Shout out to the youngest director to ever cross 100,000 in a film. And then you have to always, you can't talk about this movie without saying he was only 20 years old when he made this movie. So yeah, we saw The Back Rooms, really good movie. And I was like, I saw the Escape the Back Rooms game was on Game Pass. I was like, ooh, okay, we just saw the movie. Let's play. So download it on the Xbox, download it on PC, cross-play, all that. Play anywhere. Love to see it. And booted it up. First off, I like right off the bat, I was so mad at Cindy, because we're playing with the proximity chat, and I went in, like, we started up the game, and then I say to her, I'm like, hey, I'm about to mess with my settings real quick. And I'm in the settings, I'm tweaking, twerking, you know, we on PC, not on Xbox. You can't just pick up and play. I gotta go in my settings, gotta change the graphics, gotta make sure my shit looking right. You feel me? You know, tweak the sound, tweak everything. And then I get up the settings. I'm like, all right, Cindy, I'm ready. Don't hear nothing. I'm like, Cindy? I'm like, no, she's nowhere to be found. And I'm over here like looking for her. I'm like, did she already die? Like, she went ahead of me, had me playing this scary ass game by my, like, it's okay when I have somebody next to me and I can hear somebody else. It's like, it's not as scary when you got 2 people. But now I'm playing this shit alone. I'm like, okay, now this shit is creepy because I don't have somebody there to joke with or anything. And I'm like, damn, she just went ahead without me. Like, that's crazy. So I'm over here trying to find her, going through the back rooms, not understanding like what's going on. I'm thinking that she's already dead at this point. So I'm like running through the stage, just fucking like trying to catch up to her. And I go through this door, and like the floor was gone except for like this one narrow path, and you have to like balance on it. It was like a bunch of narrow paths, and you have to balance on it to get across. And I just fell down. I like fell down, and then I ended up in another part of the level that was super dark. And then there was like these arrows on the wall that I was following, and then I saw the monster. And then got to my, like, I tried to outrun it. Like, I thought I was a track star. I was not a track star, bro. That motherfucker caught me, and it was a wrap.
He said, "I ain't a track star."
So, and it was the monster from the YouTube video, like the found footage YouTube video that Kane Parsons directed, like that kind of started the whole Backrooms thing. And it was like the little squiggly monster. I don't know if you've ever seen any of this. Probably not. I know you don't like horror that much.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen any of that. I've heard of the Backrooms though.
But yeah, it was the squiggly monster from the original YouTube series. And yeah, I died. And then I started, like, it went to spectating, and then I'm like, she's been here alive this whole time. she's crouching, like she's just crouching everywhere, just slowly going through this damn stage. I'm over here running, and like that's the only reason I got caught. So like running full speed trying to catch up to her.
Yeah.
But she beat the level, right? Only because the monster got stuck. The monster got stuck in the floor while trying to chase her, and then he was just clipped into the floor and he couldn't move. So she was just able to walk around and easily find the exit. And that's how she beat it. All right, so then we're like, okay, we escaped the first level. I'm like, okay, where do we go from here? Like, I watched the movie, I've watched the YouTube videos, and I was expecting, like, now it's gonna start getting more trippy. No, I was so mad. We ended up in a parking garage. Yeah. I'm like, this is not, what is this? This is not the back rooms. Like, this does not fit the themes of this universe, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, we're in a parking garage. I don't know why, but okay. And then there's like these doors, and you have to find all of these keys. Like in each room, there may be a key, but it's random if you're gonna find one or not. So you have to go through, and then you get like a flashlight, and then you get almond water. And I was like, why do we have almond water? What is this almond water for? And then like the tooltip comes up is like, to decrease your sanity, like your sanity meter, you have to drink almond water or you'll die, like from insanity. Yeah. And I'm like, what am I playing right now? Like, this is not I'm playing Eternal Darkness now, or Amnesia. Like this,
yeah, they're not like a survival horror game.
Yeah, I'm like, this is not following the Backrooms plot at all. But okay. So, and like, this is obviously some UE, like UE5, Unity.
UE5 jank, UE5 slop.
Like they just threw some assets together. Like they threw the default assets. Like they just threw some default maps, put together a monster, called it a day. So yeah, we're going through this parking garage, and then me and Cindy are together this time because I was like, you better not fucking leave me again. So yeah, we're actually playing together this time. And then a third player, because we're in these like hazmat suits. A third player in a hazmat suit comes up to us. He's like, hey. He's like, hello. And I'm like, Cindy, run. The motherfucker rips open like from the hazmat suit, turns into this this monster. And then I just see Cindy die. I'm like,
bruh.
Why would you believe that? It's
That's
obviously
funny.
there's only two of us playing.
That's hilarious.
So then it eats Cindy, and then I literally see it like put on Cindy's hazmat suit. And then it's like walking towards me and it's like, excuse me. I'm like, no. And then as soon as I take off running, that motherfucker like breaks character and goes monster mode and starts chasing me. Bro.
That's hilarious, bro.
Like, that shit was scary as hell. Until like this whole thing was scary until we just kept getting killed by this damn monster. And it was like, we didn't know how, like, it was like, okay, we were trying to stealth. He would see you from 200 meters away.
Bruh.
Like, no matter if he is in your field of vision, he gonna turn around and he gonna be like, hello. And he starts running up to you. And he's like you can't outrun him.
Yeah.
If he sees you, you're dead. And you like, we have a flashlight. Like, maybe if we flashlight him, that was a new item. Like, they introduced it in this stage. I'm like, maybe if we flashlight him, he won't attack us. No, he did not care about the flashlight. I was like, maybe if I drink the almond water, we won't see him because maybe we're just going insane. That's why he's coming up. None of that mattered. So we kept repeating the stage. Shit was not scary anymore. Like, I was really just pissed off at this point. Then we realized he can't open doors. So you literally have to run from him and then run into one of the doors and close it behind you. That's how you stop him. And like that like you got to go into one of the rooms and then find the keys. Like that's literally how it is. So figured that out, and then we were able to beat that, and then I was like, yeah, I don't want to play this shit no more. That really pissed me off. But yeah, when you play a scary game, it stops being scary once you literally keep repeating the same shit, because like whatever is happening is actually difficult, and it's like, okay, I don't even care about it being scary no more. I'm just mad at this point. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, that was Escape the Backrooms. I don't know if I'll ever play this again.
Okay, that's funny.
But shout out to the indie studio, I guess. Horror games are a big thing for indies right now. Other than that, I was back on Half Sword.
Okay.
They finally updated the game. And I was like, oh, actual updates. They didn't abandon the game after going into early access and taking our money. So that was good. They added some new stages, including a pit, which is hilarious. So now they just put a pit in the middle of the arena, and you can just like push your enemies into the pit. But there's also like a little narrow path that you can walk across the pit, and you can like fight on that. And that was pretty fun. I kept falling into the pit. Like, it was terrible. Like I kept trying to goad them into like following me and fighting on the pit, and then I would literally just fall off myself because of being clumsy. But yeah, Half Sword, still fun, still enjoying it. Shout out to the pit. Not not Fallout 3. And I believe that's everything. NBA to run, undisputed. I already talked about those games enough. But yeah.
Nice one.
With that, let's get into. Actually, I don't have it on the radar. You have it on the radar?
Let me see.
I'll say Escape the Backrooms was my on the radar. If you like janky multiplayer horror games, then Escape the Backrooms. It's definitely not no Repo or Phasmophobia, but it's also not the worst that I've played.
I thought I had some. Hold on. The HD 2D RPG Maker, that one's pretty fire. I think we might have talked about that though.
Yeah.
What else? I don't have. Hold on. I have a bunch of bookmarked shit for stocks and investments stuff. Because I'm looking at stocks that like give better dividends, but those seem to be more volatile. So it's like you might get paid a lot of dividends, but your stock like price might get like really low, you know. So, and they could always change like how much they allot for that, like on a dime, pretty much. No, I don't think I have any. Yeah, no, I don't really got any right now.
All right.
I'm actually playing a lot more than I'm like researching, I guess.
No doubt, no doubt. With that,
GTA 6 is that our on the
yeah, bro. My favorite indie studio, Rockstar.
That's hilarious. Rockstar
with the small backing from Take-Two, just a small little lump sum to get them off the ground.
Yeah, it's funny.
All right, let's talk about what's our first topic for today. All right, let's start with Xbox being some hoes, because we can't not talk about Xbox being some hoes. And no, it isn't about. We haven't got any official confirmation about the studio closures and all of that that's going on, so we won't talk about that just yet. Not happening. Wait until next week. They probably gonna announce it tomorrow just to piss us off.
They're gonna announce it on a Friday, bro.
Yeah. So that's not happening yet, but they still some hoes. So they still doing some shit. Because this actually has to do with IO Interactive. In a game I was looking forward to even more than 007 First Light. And that is Project Dragon, aka Project Fantasy. Or I should say Project Fantasy, aka Project Dragon. That was the old name. And IO came out and said, "Dear gaming community, for a good while, it has been all positive news from IO Interactive. We remain humbled and honored by the response to our latest outing with a young, unproven Bond. Bold new story and a take on one of the most famous characters in entertainment, which the world has embraced with love. However, today we have to share some more downbeat news. A relationship with an external partner on our own IP, Project Fantasy, has come to an end. This means we have to adapt to this new reality and its short-term consequences, including staffing decisions, which is what is happening as we write this update. And we are fully committed to supporting those affected through this challenging transition. Project Fantasy is a game, a world, and an IP that we absolutely love and remain 100% committed to now and in the future. This wonderful universe will see the light of day." Now I know what you're thinking. What does this have to do with Xbox? This is just IO and this external partner just, well, who do you think this external partner was? Who could it possibly be? Well, if you didn't already know about this game, shout out to Jez Corden, who I believe it was either Jez Corden or Jeff Grubb. One of them leaked this back in 2018. Maybe not 2018, 2020, 2021. and it was supposed to be this almost MMO light, big like Destiny style MMO. And where are we laughing at? What's going on?
There. I just tagged Lord Metroid in the thing for the
Oh yeah.
the PG
The
trade,
trade.
and then I just tagged Stu Jersey and what Lord Metroid, because that's both of their teams, bruh. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, that's all I'm laughing at.
So yeah, the external backer was rumored to be Xbox for the longest, but IO never actually, like when they announced Project Fantasy, they never brought up Xbox. Xbox's name never came up. But an Xbox spokesperson, for whatever reason, was just like, hey guys, that was us. Yeah, we're the ones who canceled the game. Like, why would you even say, why would you even,
Yeah.
like, why are you so eager to tell us that you were the one who pulled the backing out? Like, shit will be making no sense. All right.
It's that Asha leadership, bro. I'm telling you. I don't know what they
We want to be
thinking, bro.
upfront and transparent about everything, and I mean everything. So anyways, Bloomberg.
Hey, I mean,
So Bloomberg confirmed that
this
Xbox...
is an example of them seeing the rake right in front of them. Someone's on the side telling them like, yo, we didn't name drop you guys. We're protecting you guys because we still have a partnership because we drop, 007 and whatnot. So it's still worth keeping that little partnership there. And then Xbox is like, nah, fuck that. Just flops on it.
Like, Xbox is the opposite of Shaggy. They just say, it was me. Gonna catch it in the shower. It was me. And in the sofa. It was me.
That's
like
funny, bro. Nah, they're gonna go blow for blow, bro. Sony and Microsoft, they're doing it, dude.
Bro,
they're doing blow for blow for
we're
bad
gonna talk about that. No, we're gonna talk about that because I got a theory. We gonna talk about that though.
I have a theory too, bro.
But why is my camera cutting off my belly? Pause. What's going on? Like, why am I dead down here? Like, why am I floating?
It's probably getting something on your desk, maybe.
So yeah, what am I talking about? Anyways, Bloomberg confirmed Xbox was funding Project Fantasy. A spokesperson was like, yeah, we're taking a fresh look at where we invest, so we're focusing on our highest priorities. We're not reducing our overall investment in games. We expect to invest about the same in content as we did last year. What's changing is where we're investing and the kinds of projects we're backing. So, like I said, I was excited about this game more than 007. I was actually hoping that this would come out before 007 because it was leaked before 007 was announced. But I also understand that this was supposed to be like a big multiplayer Destiny level project. And I can see why it was taking so long. And I'm of two minds of it. Like, selfishly, fuck Xbox, because now this is just gonna slow down this project even more, and it's gonna cause IO Interactive to have to do layoffs, which sucks, especially after putting out a 007 game that actually did really well and was highly rated. But also, like, I understand the concept of, like, it's been years since they first backed this project. Like, and it didn't seem like this was their priority as far as making Project Fantasy, because obviously they prioritized 007 more than they prioritized this, or maybe they were working on them at the same time, but obviously 007 was a smaller game. But either way, like, I can see why Xbox will pull out after 6 years of investing maybe more.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
They don't want to commit to anything, bro. They don't want to commit to anything new, it seems. Have you seen that? Like even their new, like anything that's new IP, they just wanted to like just let out and die, bro. They only want to commit to the shit that they have, that they already have. That's the new Xbox, bro.
nah, I think it's more of a time. Like you invest. I'm pretty sure they were told like a time frame of when this game is going to come out, and they're like way beyond the time frame. Like there's only a certain amount of budget that you can like keep on extending to a game that's not like an unknown quantity. Like let's say they were backing what's a good one? Let's say that they like Capcom came to them and was like, hey, can you invest in our Resident Evil multiplayer game? And then they'd be like, yeah, we know Resident Evil sells. And then like Capcom's like, yeah, it's been 5 years, but we gonna need you to fund us for another 2 years. I don't know why Capcom would actually need Xbox to fund it, but just roll with it. And then Xbox would be like, yeah, sure, like we know this game is gonna make back whatever. Like with an unknown quantity, if they said, oh yeah, it's gonna be 5 years, just invest in us for 5 years. Like, okay, you get to the 6th year, like, is it coming out this year? No. It's gonna come out maybe next year, hopefully. I can see why at that point you're like, well, we already went over once, like we already went over a year for you. Like we can't just keep blindly investing if it doesn't seem like this is coming out. Now, obviously, we got a whole nother thing if like the rumors about the layoffs and everything and the studio closures come into play, game cancellations and all that. We'll definitely talk about that. But I don't think this is on the same level as that though. But what do you think about Project Fantasy and Xbox pulling out of?
Yeah, man. It sucks to see because it's a new IP, and like they deserve to work on a new IP. I feel
That's their own.
Yeah, that's their own.
Not somebody else's. Not owned by somebody else. Not co-owned like Hitman was before they bought it back. Just their own IP that they created themselves.
So hopefully it comes out, man, because I know it must suck to lose that like what is it called, like not backbone, but like to lose that safety net, like because you're losing a whole safety net there. But
yeah,
it's okay. It is what it is. It seems like they don't want to do that stuff anymore, so you gotta figure it out on your own now.
And I feel like after 007, I think finding a backer is not gonna be as hard. Yeah, like I feel like they'll probably find one pretty easily. Why the fuck is Sonic X trending?
Oh. Damn, bro, I'm getting fucking hungry.
Okay. I don't see any actual reason why Sonic X is trending, but okay.
Oh, I seen did you see what's it called? Onimusha actually got moved up officially.
Yeah.
Onimusha got moved up to September 4th, 2026. Which before it was like on the same date as Control Resonant, so now it's away from that.
It was Control Resonant and Silent Hill.
Oh, both of those games, huh?
Yeah. They were like, yeah, we got a dip.
That Silent Hill game's an exclusive to PlayStation, right? PlayStation and PC?
PS, yeah, PlayStation, PC.
Interesting.
All right. So, yeah. Nothing else to say on that, though. Hopefully the project finds a new backer and then they get the game out, move sailing from there. But also a really weird time right now for gaming in general. So who knows? Why are we talking about Drake?
I have no idea.
I know he did not just say that shit.
What?
Get your homie.
Just say, hey, bro, I'm not a Drake fan. I was gonna tag Chuck, to be honest, but I don't know if he even would have seen it.
Where's the GIF at? I need a GIF for this.
I actually let's see. I'll put the crying emoji.
Here we go. This is a good one.
And let's see what's on my wish list
All right.
that's on sale. Ooh, Patapon's on sale?
All right, sorry.
What's the next
Getting
topic?
All right, let's move on to the next topic. I'm getting distracted. Let's talk about the Splatoon Direct, Splatoon Raiders Direct, because yeah, bro, this game is looking really good. So the latest Direct for us, what do they call it? A game-focused Direct was for Splatoon Raiders, and I was already sold on this game, obviously. Splatoon, 4-player co-op, robust campaign, and I was like, yeah, sign me up. But bro, this new trailer was actually fire. Oh my god. All right, let me resize this real quick. Fancy. But how are you feeling about Splatoon Raiders right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. It's about to come out really soon, right? It's on what, July 20 something, 23rd.
25th.
Yup, it's coming out soon. It looks really good.
23rd. You're right.
I just like how it's like so many different. It looks like a little bit of Helldivers in there, a little bit of Risk of Rain in there. Roguelike elements are in there as well.
Some survivors, like
yeah, survivors elements in there. It's like Nintendo really did it, bro. They really did it. They're utilizing this IP to its fullest potential, dude.
Yeah, I'm actually more like, I'm glad they didn't just go straight to Splatoon 4, because this looks like they're getting so much more out of this. All of the new abilities, the gadgets, like, it looks so much more in depth. And then when you actually see everything happening in motion, like everything happening at once with the gadgets, all of the different abilities like being used together, and then you're like seeing her flying through the air, and you're seeing things that you've never, like movement that you've never seen in a Splatoon game before. I was like, yo, this ain't even Splatoon at this point, bro. Like, this shit is crazy. So the big thing is that this is going to be a level base, and it's gonna be level based, kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like Salmon
It's
Run.
kind of like a little bit like DK Bonanza in there with like the different layers going
Yep.
into it and stuff.
Even like the way that they showed it, it kind of looked like the loading screen for DK Bonanza.
Yeah.
Like, so it's a lot like Salmon Run, which was the horde mode. You have the salmonids, the bosses show up, and then you take them out, and they drop the mega eggs. And you have a time limit for each run, and you're basically hunting treasure. And I feel like that's like the roguelike element to it, is that you're just trying to hunt as much treasure and get as much treasure as you can before that time runs out, and then you go back to the base. So it's also like Salmon in that sense, or Salmon Run in that sense, where you have that time limit, and in Salmon Run you're just trying to collect as many eggs as you can to get all the rewards that you can at the end and just survive. But now, instead of it just being like you're trapped on this tiny ass boat, you're actually on this big map where you're actually searching for treasure, and it has a very Borderlands Outriders type of loot. Like you're always constantly getting new loot, new weapons, new gadgets, and you're going through them like, okay, yeah, they have like the different tier systems for the gear. It's like, okay, I already have this type of weapon, but this one's a higher tier, so obviously I'm gonna go with this one. And then you have like the enhancements for the gadgets and the weapons, which is basically like the perk systems in Splatoon, the original Splatoon games, where you can level up your clothes. But instead of this going to like the clothes, it's actually going on to your gadgets and weapons now. So it'll have things like you fill up your gauge faster, like you have more range, more powerful shots, things like that. But then they have different tanks for your ink, and they also have different abilities as well. And it's like, bro, they just keep on stacking new types of abilities. So it's like, oh, if you got the speed tank, you have like the blast boot, and it like blasts you forward, and then you can like stomp and take out a bunch of enemies. Or you have like the dash bomb, where you can just sprint through enemies. And like that's like your ability, I guess. And then they have the two gadgets, which are your like secondary weapons. But yeah, there's a lot going on in this game that like you would not see in any Splatoon game before this. Like those campaigns were good, but they were like 6 hour, 7 hour. Like you get them, you get in there, you kind of get a feel for the gadgets, get a feel for the weapons, get a feel for all of that, and then you just go into the multiplayer. This is them really fleshing out that gameplay to work in a full single player adventure, and it looks like it looks so robust, it looks so good. I can literally see this on the level of like this kind of feels like it's leveling up Splatoon to a level of like Metroid, and I would say like Kirby in terms of like single player. It's not Mario Zelda level, obviously those games get like the biggest adventures, but this could be a Metroid level or a Kirby level kind of adventure. But I'm definitely day one on this. Oh, let me go to the part where like the verticality in this game is probably like the biggest thing compared to old school Splatoon, because the way that she was like air dashing, jumping in the air, floating in the air, I was like, yo, and like that just makes me excited for Splatoon 4, because I really hope a lot of these elements that they're adding here end up in Splatoon 4, because I do feel like from Splatoon 1 to Splatoon 3, the gameplay didn't change that much. It was more like quality of life. That was the only thing that was really changing. But like the weapons, like they would add some weapons types, but for the most part, it still felt like the same game at the end of the day. Yeah, I think this is it. When she had like this wind power, and she was doing some crazy shit. Oh, never mind, just cut. Actually, I think there's different objectives. I said that there's like a time limit, but I think depending on the stage, it's different. It's different objectives, so I might be wrong about that. Oh man, I think it's here. But yeah, I hope a lot of these things end up in Splatoon 4. The melee weapons, the aerial abilities, like if they add all of that into a competitive game, bro, Splatoon is about to be on another level of fucking ridiculousness.
Yeah, it looks awesome, dude.
But yeah, this is day one. Like, especially with the price point, how could you complain? You getting it physical?
Oh yeah, I already have it pre-ordered from Amazon. Gotta get that $10 off, bro. Who knows, bro? Maybe the Switch 2 collection in 10 years will be worth thousands of dollars.
Now, after, I heard that once they stop doing physical games, they just gonna come in your house and snatch that shit up. They gonna be like, yeah, we gotta burn all of these.
Nah,
like,
bro.
We coming in, we taking all your physical games.
They gonna be worth more, bro.
I mean, digital games aren't worth anything, so yeah, of course they're gonna be worth more. Or you mean more than what they are now?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, yeah. But
I feel like now that there's like a end date for at least one side, bro, then like who knows? Shit might shoot up in price, like whatever the game is.
we gonna talk about, but Splatoon is looking great, but there's one game that I've been kind of expecting to get this massive update, and then we just get nothing. Like every time this game shows up, I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be the big one, and then it's just nothing every time. And that is Mario Kart World.
Oh yeah.
Because Mario Kart World also had an update, and I was like, oh, they added new content. And they are, but not that much.
Yeah.
So Mario Kart World, they just put out a trailer for the 1.7.0 update, and you would think like, okay, they about to pull out all the stops. It's been over a year now. Time for that big update that we've been waiting for, or expansion or something. No, they just added 2 new knockout tour routes. That's it. No new maps. Just a different route for the knockout tour mode. Count your days. Like, I really did expect by at least 1 year that we would have at least a couple of maps, or some new free roam content, something like that. Like they did improve a lot of the quality of life stuff, especially in free roam. Free roam is actually pretty playable right now compared to how it was at launch. But as far as content, they have not done anything. But they did add stickers to the photo mode. That's what everyone was asking for. We wanted fucking stickers for the photo mode. But yeah, you getting back on Mario Kart World for knockout tour courses?
I might get back on Kirby Air Riders.
Hell yeah. We don't need like new content would be cool for Kirby Air Riders, but City Travel is robust enough that you just keep going back.
I want to love Mario Kart World, but honestly, it's not my favorite Mario Kart. But that's okay because I feel like I think that they're gonna do Double Dash on NSO GameCube. I feel like they're gonna announce that, bro. I don't know. I just have a feeling.
I do not care about Double Dash.
Nah, I would
that's
go
my
back
least
to Double
favorite.
Dash, bro.
That's literally my least favorite. Mario Kart World, or for me, I just don't care about Mario Kart anymore. Not even gonna hold you.
He said he on 2K. That's his live service game now.
At least online, like I'll play through, get all my medals and everything, but I'm done with Mario Kart Online. Not worth it. Not worth the rage. But they did say that more rallies will be added in the future during the trailer. So it does seem like they said, hey, we're working on it. We're doing stuff. But they only mentioned knockout tour rallies. Like, what about the other mode? I just want maps. Give me some maps, bro. But yeah. Hopefully we won't make it to June 2027 and then we still don't have any substantial new content, because that would be crazy. All right, let's get into some of the big stuff. Starting with a new game that leaked. And something that we kind of already talked about because of a random YouTube comment. I think it was shout out to, I believe his name was Mallow492 or some shit like that. And then Michelle on YouTube. They leaked, like we had the Nate the Hate leaks, Star Fox, Mario, the 3D Mario delay, and Ocarina of Time remake. You know, he said all of that, and we got Star Fox, we got Ocarina of Time remake, and 3D Mario is definitely not coming out this year. But before Nate the Hate ever spoke about any of those things, there was this random YouTube comment from Mallow and some numbers. I forgot the numbers. And he was like, 3D Mario's not coming out this year. We're getting a new Star Fox. And we're getting, what's it called? We're getting Ocarina of Time remake. But he also said that a new Metroid is in the works. Not coming out this year though. There's Super Metroid remake that's close, and it's gonna be a pixel art style, not 3D. And they also said a Wario game's coming. They said the Nintendo Switch Sports, like a new one or a remake of some kind, and we already got that as well. They also said, what else did they mention? There was one other thing. Oh, they said there was another Star Fox game. Like this first one was going to be the classic Star Fox, and then the next Star Fox is going to be more adventures. So, you know, it was like, okay, this isn't Nate the Hate, but the fact that everything Nate the Hate said, and like as soon as we saw Star Fox get randomly announced in May with the direct, it was like, okay, Nate the Hate is right, but the guy before Nate the Hate was also right about Star Fox. Then we got the Ocarina of Time, and it's like, okay, what's the chances that the Metroid game, because Nate the Hate never mentioned, even like after Ocarina of Time, everything, he never mentioned a new Metroid, he never mentioned Super Metroid, never mentioned Wario, and never mentioned the second Star Fox game. Oh, so what are the chances that we get, you know, this new Metroid, Super Metroid remake? What's the chances of all of that? And now we got the first evidence, Metroid Ravenous, which was named in a document from Brazil's Ministry of Justice and Public Security. Nintendo showed them 41 minutes of gameplay for their ratings board. And this is not like some random rumor. This is literally coming from the Ministry of Justice. Like, this exists. This game exists. And most likely this is Metroid 6, the follow-up to Metroid Dread. And bro, this is one down from that random rumor, or I should say another one down. But like, this wasn't on Nate the Hate's list, but this was on their list. But now I'm like, bro, a new Wario game? We can look forward to that now? What's the chances?
That'd be insane. I mean, it lines up with what I said. Remember, I said like if they add something to NSO like GameCube, that's kind of an indication that like they're, or any of the NSOs, like if they add those games, like that's them kind of testing it out, you know? They added the Wario Land game on GameCube, and I'm like, I was even thinking like they're probably gonna do a Wario game. But that'd be awesome to see, because I like all of Nintendo's characters, so they all do deserve like that DK Bonanza treatment, you know?
Except for Waluigi.
No, Waluigi deserves it too. Maybe he could be the second character in that Wario game. That'd be awesome.
Miyamoto wouldn't allow that. He's only allowed to play tennis and soccer, and that's it. He will never be in a mainline game because Miyamoto hates him. But it's already looking pretty good for the Switch 2's second year if we get a new Metroid within the next year, like before June. And then throw in a Wario? Throw in, well, no, I feel like it'd be way too early for another Star Fox game. That'll probably be like 2028 or late 2027. But if so, Metroid Ravenous was supposed to, or like Metroid 6, the new Metroid was supposed to come out 2027, which there's a chance that this could be announced at the September Direct with a 2027 date. But Super Metroid remake, where does that fall? If that was supposed to be the close one.
Maybe that falls. What's the actual anniversary date for Metroid?
That I don't know.
This year.
Yeah, it would be this year.
And what's the actual anniversary date for Zelda, now that I'm thinking about it? Has that already passed?
I think so. Let me check. All right. Metroid's anniversary date is August 6th. I mean,
That's probably where I would pin it.
they have shadow dropped games like Metro Prime Remastered before, so it's not uncommon for them to do that. And then let's see, Zelda. Zelda's already passed. It was February 21st.
Yeah, that was in Mario Movie Land, so yeah, they definitely weren't gonna mark no Zelda, not yet.
I think that's around when we got the pictures of the actors in costume and everything for
Yeah, I think
the
so.
Zelda movie.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're gonna be seeing a trailer really soon. I feel like within the next month, we're gonna be seeing that trailer for the Zelda movie. It's about time for them to start marketing that because it's coming out holiday this year. But yeah, how you feeling about new 2D Metroid? Obviously, Mercury Steam is gonna be involved.
Yeah, hopefully, because they did a great job with Dread. Hopefully they give Dread a Switch 2 edition or like a Switch 2
Need
update.
that. Yes,
That'd be great. That'd be great. But yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna be received better than Metroid Prime 4. So
probably. Only thing Mercury Steam need to do, get another composer, because that Metroid Dread music was ass. Like, they need a new composer. Whoever did the Metroid Dread the first time around, not it. Or at least just reuse old Metroid music if you're not gonna do anything good that's new. Because that was like the weakest part of Metroid Dread. The soundtrack was terrible. But yeah, everything else about Metroid Dread was amazing. It was perfect. It was I consider it only second to Super Metroid when it comes to the 2D Metroid games. So if they can take that same quality level with a new game on a Switch 2, 120 frames, about to be crazy. When do you think we see another Prime game though?
I don't know, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of want Retro to make something else. I want them to make something else, but they'll probably make a Metroid Prime 5, and it'll probably be out like 2029.
They're definitely not gonna announce Metroid Prime 5 until it's like a month away. They're never gonna make that mistake again.
Exactly.
All right. But anything else on the Metroid Ravenous leaks or anything?
Nah, I mean, I'm excited for it.
I'm more excited about the possibilities that it brings because of that leak. Now I'm like, we definitely gonna get a new Star Fox. We definitely get a new Wario game. I'm excited about that more.
Same.
All right, and then our final topic, the big news from today. PlayStation, just Xbox and PlayStation going back and forth, trying to one up each other to see who can come up with the most bad news. And you know, PlayStation was like, we got something, Xbox, don't worry. You thought those studio closures were bad. Obviously it's not as bad as that, but it hasn't been official yet. So PlayStation was like, let me jump on here real quick and get our bad news out.
Let's capitalize.
Yeah, let's capitalize on
Oh my
Xbox bad
God.
news.
Jesus Christ.
So they had two, if you like, depending on how you look at it, they had two like bad news announcements that they just decided to throw into one post. They were like, yeah, just get it all over with right now. So let's start with the lighter of the two. The PlayStation Store for the PS3 and the PS Vita will officially be getting shut down starting in August 2026 for Mexico, Honduras, and Nicaragua. The additional Latin American and Middle Eastern countries, it'll be late 2026 with no actual date. And in all other countries, including America, PlayStation Store for the PS3 and Vita will be going down July 2027. So if you have a PS3 still, and there are games that you haven't bought yet that you're waiting for that sale. I don't know why you can still be waiting for a sale on PS3, but this is your last chance to go pick up those games that you've been holding off on, because once that store shuts down, you are not buying anything. And it's double bad because PlayStation doesn't offer any keys or any games like outside of their store, unlike Xbox, where you can go to CD keys, you can go to Inaba to pick up codes for games that may have been delisted or something like that. Like you can still pick up keys for Forza Horizon 4, which was delisted. So there's no other way that you can get these games legally, of course. Obviously we're not going to talk about the other ways that you can get these games, because that would be bad. Just know it's always the answer. But PS3 store, Vita store, how you feeling?
Yeah, the PS3 and Vita store, that's dude. They better find a way for that shit to be like emulated or something on the PS6 and the PS5, bro. Like for real, like they're playing if they're actually taking this shit off. Like because there's so many games on there, dude. Like there's so much shit, like bruh. So that's where my mind goes, honestly. Like hopefully that because like they've been working on something for the PS3. It's just like I don't know why they haven't like put it out, like because you know that they are, because they can't rely on the PS3 hardware. I feel like they have been, because there's like rumors going on about that. Like
that was rumored, like, when PS Now was changing to PS Plus Extra and all that. They were like, yeah, they're gonna have a way to actually emulate the PS3 natively. That didn't happen.
Hopefully it does, but it fucking sucks. I mean, what is there? Like now I have to probably have to boot up my PS3 and see if there's anything on there that I still want to buy that I don't have. But yeah. It sucks.
Yeah, for me, I don't care. I do not have a PS3. I don't have a Vita, but actually, Cindy has a Vita, but I don't have a Vita. Yeah, she has a Vita.
Dude, the Vita's peak, bro.
But for me, if there's anything I want to play on the PS3, I'll find a way. Don't worry. That's how I feel. If they're not gonna give me a legal way of purchasing or downloading this game, then I will find a way. Where there's a will. So for me, it does not affect me at all. But I know there's a lot of people who preserve their consoles and they still use the native console when there's no remaster or port of any kind. Which there's a lot of games that are still stuck on PS3, Xbox 360 era that I love, like Eternal Sonata. Always bring up that game. That game used to be on PS Now. When it switched to PS Extra, it disappeared. I was so mad. But I found a way. Don't worry. I can play Eternal Sonata whenever I want. And what else is on there still? It used to be Tales of Xillia, but we just got Tales of Xillia remastered. So happy about that. Still need Tales of Xillia 2. As far as the multiplayer games, I don't know if they're still up and running though, but like Warhawk used to be cool. Mag. I think both of those shut down though, as far as the servers. But One Piece. The One Piece is real. You just got to find the right website. I won't go any further, but the big one, the one that shocked everyone, or at least the timing of it shocked everyone. Like, I feel like most people figured that this was inevitable. But one, I don't think anyone expected PlayStation to be the first one to announce this. Like, I've always thought it was just going to be Xbox, and then everyone's just like, yeah, we already knew this was happening. But I don't think anyone expected PlayStation to get in front of Xbox and do this. And that is the discontinuation of physical discs for PlayStation 5 and future consoles going forward. That means starting in January 2028, they will no longer be producing any discs for any games, past or present or future, whatever. So this is what they had to say. As consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical discs to digital, physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that already released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. We'll continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can access games and provide choices as to where players prefer to purchase new games. Whether that's at retailers or PlayStation Store, we remain committed to delivering a world-class gaming experience to our fans, and we thank you for your continued support. So yeah, the bagels, I'm gonna let you take it away, man. This is you.
Yeah, you should be the biggest fucking PlayStation fan right now because they're the ones that are doing what you want to do, bro. I'm not feeling this, bro. I'm not feeling this at all. I'm not feeling this one bit. But I mean, I knew that the handheld was gonna be digital only, but
Yeah.
I at least expected the console to be physical, but because like how are they gonna what are they gonna do with all the PS4 games and the PS5 games that people have that are fucking physical, like on the PS6? Like, it's just not gonna work. Like,
I know what they're gonna say. We have a console for you, and it's called the PS5. That's what they're gonna tell you. You got a PS5?
Oh, they
That's
gonna
what you.
metric the
They
situation.
gonna metric that shit. They gonna say you got a PS5. Keep your PS5, and then you can still play your PS5 games. You got all them discs. Keep the console. But if you want this PS6, all digital.
Oh no. So you don't even think that it's gonna work backwards compatible?
I think the digital games will work backwards compatible.
Okay, the digital game. Okay.
Okay, I do think they will at least have a disc drive that you can optionally, like just like how it is on the PS5, you can purchase a disc drive. Obviously, it won't play any PS6 games because there won't be any discs for the PS6.
Yeah.
But I do think they'll have an attachable, or maybe not even attachable. It'll probably just be some ugly lump like that just sits on the side, like because they really don't care anymore. Like they're not even gonna try to make it look appealing. That you can play your old PS5 games for backwards compatibility.
It'd be pretty consumer friendly if they allowed you to just put the one that you already have into it.
It would be very consumer friendly if you could just use the already detachable disc drive, but that wouldn't be PlayStation's MO. They're gonna find some reason like, security reasons. We can't use that old disc drive. Come on, guys, you gotta buy a new one. $100. Come on.
Damn.
100.
Tough.
But yeah, I was not expecting this. Like, I really did think the PS6 was gonna have. I thought the next generation, except for Xbox, like Xbox was kind of already iffy. Like I could see I had like a 30%. Maybe Xbox still has some kind of physical disc going into the Helix generation.
Yeah.
But I 100% thought PS6 would definitely have discs. And I was like, and even Nintendo, I'm like, they're gonna have cartridges on the Switch 3. And that might be like the last physical generation of any kind. But nah, GTA 6 emboldened them. It was like, I seen them pre-order numbers for GTA 6 with just a code in the box. Imagine if people gonna do this for GTA 6, they don't care. They obviously don't care enough. Now, you know me. I've basically gone digital for the most part. But I'm not gonna everyone wants me to I always make fun of like people who are all physical. But really, I don't like options being taken away. Like, why would I want less options at the end of the day? Like, I like to joke about it because it's just like the physical only guys, they take it to the extreme. And I like to make fun of that, but when it comes down to it, physical, like, I understand why people want physical to exist. Owning physical games, they can't really take away that. Like with a digital game, they can take away your license at any time. We've seen PT, even though no one paid for PT, it was a free demo. But the fact that, if you delete this game, you'll never be able to re-download it, never be able to install it again, you'll never be able to play PT because we just took access away. And what makes it even worse, like, the fact that this news came out right after something that PlayStation just did, it really just makes the case for like why no one wants the all digital future. Because PlayStation deleted 500 movies.
Yeah, I've seen that.
From people's accounts. Movies that people paid, however much they paid for these movies, to be able to access them and play them on their PlayStation. And because of some legal contract that they no longer have the contract for I actually don't know who the publisher was. Let's see. Studio Canal. So every movie that was published by Studio Canal, all of their content was removed and delisted. But not just from the store. Like, it'd be one thing like, oh, you can't purchase these movies anymore. Like, okay, fine. It is what it is. They say, no, you already bought this movie. You paid your money. We are taking these movies out of your library. You can no longer access this movie that you paid money to own, quote unquote. And this was a week before this news of them saying, yeah, we're going to the all digital future. No discs from now on. But yes, I can definitely understand why the physical bros go so hard, or like they go so hard for fighting against this all digital future, because this could literally happen. This, like, if a big publisher, like let's say Ubisoft, goes under and then they're like, you know what, we're just gonna revoke all of our licenses for whatever reason. They can just, yeah, all those Ubisoft games that you purchased over the year, we're just gonna snatch those right from under you. You can never play them again. And that's the craziest thing, because when you buy digital, you are just buying a license. A license that you are, like, you have a license to access these games. You don't own the license. You don't even own the license, which is crazy. Like, you buy a rental of a license.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what I say. There's an answer. There's an answer for that. And Luffy is gonna hold us down anytime any of this comes up. Like, oh, you delisted this game, I can no longer purchase this game in your store. Fine, I know where to find it. I don't need it in the store. Don't worry.
We'll find it on the One Piece, bro.
Exactly. Luffy gonna hold us down, you know what I mean? Captain Jack Sparrow, we gonna find a way every time. So take some games out of my library. Bet I won't buy anything from you ever again. But I'm gonna still play everything. So yeah, I understand it. Like, I'm not gonna gloat. I'm not gonna make this like a win, because it's not a win for anybody. I seen people like BG. Actually, I'm not even, no, BG, like, people were coming at BG just for saying that he don't care. And like, I can understand, like, yeah, like, this don't affect, like, he literally just saying like, this don't affect me, like, I don't care. And then like, people were just attacking him, because, like, saying that you're the problem because this and that. Like, nah, he just said he don't care, this don't affect him. And it doesn't, like, I know as someone who's been digital for the longest, it doesn't affect you now, because you're not thinking about what could happen later. And one thing that you can point to is how ever since the PS5 generation, just like Nintendo, them digital game sales have been very minimal. They've been doing that like 30% off, maybe 40% off. But like, for their first party games, they'll never get down to like the $19.99, $15, $10. None of the PS5 games have gotten that low.
Yeah.
Now you can get them physically for that price, because Walmart or Amazon or like the retailers will mark it down to that price, because it's a competitive market. They can do that. Now that PlayStation will be the only place, the only storefront that you can get their game, best believe that the prices are not going to be competitive anymore. because why? They don't have a reason to. They're not competing with anybody. So it sucks. Even though I can say, oh yeah, this doesn't really affect me. Like, I know it affects me in the long term when this happens. I can admit to that. But at the same time, I feel like there's some people being performative about it, for sure. There's people out here saying this is the last PlayStation I buy. Never buying a PlayStation again. Like real PlayStation fan. They lying. Who? MBG? Come on. MBG lying his ass off. He's gonna get the PS6 with no discs, and he gonna be happy because he's gonna be playing Ghost of Cucamonga, Crack Killer, God of War, Cleopatra. Then gonna get, what else they gonna have? Intergalactic Remake Part 1. And
the Intergalactic Remake.
You know, like, they gonna see these games, they gonna see them announcements, and they gonna be like, yeah, gotta get that PS6. And then they gonna make an excuse for, you know, this is why Sony going all digital actually isn't as bad as you think. We know how they gonna play it. At the end of the day, if you want to play these games, like, you're not gonna care. You're gonna care, but you're not gonna give up your console of choice and or gaming because of the type of media. Or maybe you are, Subeg. How, like, are you? Is physical worth it to you to miss out on Intergalactic?
Intergalactic might be the last physical game on PlayStation. Man,
Like,
I was literally thinking like, I was literally
discs.
thinking it because I was fucking because I bought Wolverine, or I pre-ordered it, and I'm like, am I gonna be able to even play this on PS6? Like, fuck.
Yeah, if they said January 2027, and it was like Intergalactic, what else is coming? Actually, is that the only game that we know coming 2027?
Intergalactic, Venom.
Yeah.
Kenna is probably gonna be a 2027 game.
And they just said, yeah, none of these are coming
Ape
out
Escape,
on discs.
maybe.
Is that gonna prevent you from picking up those games?
Bro, I might just have to go all digital, bro, and just run the risk.
Now, all right.
Because the truth is, I'm probably not skipping out on PS6. Like, I definitely want the handheld. And, like, fucking the console is going to be enticing too. But we'll see. We'll see how much they promise too. Because, like, I really think they might just come out and be like, yeah, we'll support the PS5 for, like, 2 years. Like, there's going to be no PS6 exclusives for 2 years or something like that. And, like, I think pretty sure Xbox did that. Like, they literally were like, yeah, we're not gonna do any console exclusives. And I think the first one was fucking like Redfall or something like that.
Yeah, they literally they said 2 years, and then 2 years happened, and then we got Redfall. And then PlayStation was like, we believe in generations, and then they supported the PS4 longer than Xbox did.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I don't know. It's sad though, because it's like, fuck. I'm just like thinking, like, what am I gonna do with all these? Like, it's not gonna work on the PS6.
I don't think they're just gonna abandon being able to play the discs, like your old discs at least, on the PS6. But we've already seen Xbox's plan for that, which is the disc to digital program, being able to turn all of your discs into a digital code, which I think is pretty cool. And then you'll actually be able to share them, even as, like, you can still share the disc, and then it'll just move that license to whoever you're giving the disc to, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah. That's a good way of handling it. But
yeah,
Asha,
definitely. I don't know.
Look, Asha has the opportunity to do the funniest thing. All she has to do is just say, we gonna add a disk drive to the Helix. Like, we don't know how. We know there wasn't supposed to be a disk drive, but what if we just added one and just said we're gonna support physical media? Like, just do it. And I want to see how much does physical matter to these people who have been raving and talking about physical media and all of this for so long. How much does it actually matter to y'all? Because most of the physical people don't even like Xbox for obvious reasons. Would they switch over to Xbox just because they have physical media? I want to see how many of them actually would even suggest, like, I'm going to Xbox now. But I do think that both Xbox and PlayStation, by the next generation, there will not be any kind of physical media for both of them. But Nintendo I feel like Nintendo Switch 2 will go through its entire generation using actual physical cards and game key cards. And I think the next generation might just be game key cards. I think the Switch 3 will just be all game key cards. But it will still be better than no discs or like no physical media at all.
Yeah.
Because now game key cards ain't looking that bad compared to code in the box, no box whatsoever, no kind of anything to put on your shelf. I feel like people are gonna be like, well, shit, I guess the game key card is all we got. But I wasn't expecting death of physical media in gaming to come this soon, or at least like be announced this soon. Thought it was just gonna be a slow rollout over the next generation, or the generation after that, really. A lot of publishers and like I am 8-bit, which I think they do the special editions for PlayStation games, and even like publishers. I forgot who came out and said something about PlayStation doing this, and like they're actually coming out, they're speaking out about it. And then for GameStop, they can't catch a break. It's definitely about to be a wrap for game. Actually, no, GameStop's transitioned to Pokemon cards and anime clothes. So
and Funko Pops.
Yeah, Funko Pops. They'll be fine. Their real cash cow is those now. They don't even care about the games. What do you even call? Like, do they change their name after that? Because I guess card games do count as games. They can get some tabletop stuff, get some Warhammer, get some D&D figures and stuff like that. They can just transition to just tabletop physical stuff like that. Card games. GameStop can find a way. But that's all I got as far as the whole digital situation. Getting crazy, the whole industry. I feel like, look. I feel like the reason that PlayStation and Xbox are just like, recently they just been going like crazy with just the worst announcements you could think of. They're just like, and I feel like they've gotten to the point where like we can say anything we want, we can do anything we want, and we just gonna see how how much does it actually affect us? Because at this point, I feel like they know they can get away with it. They're just gonna keep on going, like they going band for band with bad news, and just like laughing to each other, like they calling each other on Discord, like, did you see that shit? Like that's how I feel like they do it right now. They just try to see,
yeah, bro,
who can put out the worst news, and then see who still sticks up for them in the end. And being like, yeah, I'm still getting that PS6 though. I'm still getting that Helix though.
Damn,
Crazy out here, bro.
it's bad, dude.
But remember, piracy is always the answer. Don't forget. Actually, I wasn't supposed to say piracy. One Piece is always the answer.
This guy.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get out of here. All right, did you have any final words before we wrap it up?
Other than Nintendo's number one and PlayStation, like, what the fuck are y'all doing, bro?
The fact that the only
Like, this really didn't need to be a bullet you guys needed to take. Like, really, like, you guys could have just waited it out, and Xbox probably would have came out and said, yeah, no physical games, but I honestly think they're gonna do an entitlement program, whereas like PlayStation, they probably might not. You never know, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's crazy that Nintendo's only misstep this year has been raising the prices because of RAM, but like the lowest out of everyone, and giving a 4-month heads up. So even that looked like a W.
Still the cheapest out of everyone's hardware.
And it's still the cheapest hardware out of everybody's. So it's like, even that was a W. But like, I literally keep seeing everyone who was like super anti-Nintendo Switch 2. They're all just like, well, man, when you look at Nintendo now, you know, it's actually not that bad. They don't do no layoffs, no studio closures. They putting out first party games consistently and are actually good.
3 a month this month.
3 in 1 month, and it's like, and what can you, like, I keep seeing people still trying to bring up $80 game. Like, bro, they look, GTA raised it also, but that's a code like they give you a code. Not even a disc that you have to download the data. Like they couldn't even bother with that. They put a slip of paper in there and said, just put in this code, and then, like, come on. At least Nintendo gave you the full game on the cartridge, and they gave you an option to get it for $50. Where is GTA's option to get it for $50? Everyone want to blame Nintendo, but they gave you an option at least.
Yeah, and now they're giving you an option too, where it's like,
exactly. You still got an option.
You can get it digitally cheaper, or you can get it pre-ordered physically for cheaper. Like, dude.
So yeah, Nintendo wins by doing absolutely nothing again.
Exactly.
But with that, let's go ahead and wrap it up. That is it. That is all we have for you guys today. Thank you all for tuning in, and to all the people leaving comments in the chat. We do appreciate the support. Make sure you guys hit that like, because we love you guys and it helps us grow this channel. If you're not subscribed and you enjoyed the show, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated for when Dual-Wield premieres. And of course, make sure you guys go into the description and join the Discord, join in on the conversations that happen as the news breaks. Usually pretty hilarious. But yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and get these outros out the way. Subeg, appreciate you for pulling up. Where can we find you? What you got going on?
Yes, sir. Y'all can find me on Twitter and Instagram, TikTok at either Subagels or Subeg Dollywell. I have actually posted a video on YouTube. I'm gonna be doing some more. I had one already planned, but now that PlayStation dropped some fucking bombshells, I might have to cover that and that. But
Bro,
yeah,
you know it's a
we're just
bombshell. No, sorry. You know it's a bombshell because Neo had to make a fucking video. You know Neo hasn't made a video in like 2 years.
exactly, and it's like yeah, and I'm trying to like just be okay with not having super highly edited videos because I don't really have that much time to sit on my desk anymore. So, but as long as the audio is great and people are there to see what I'm about to talk about, they don't really care about the shit that I'm editing in there, like if it's gameplay clips or whatever, like it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. But I do want to try a little bit harder, and I am learning on mobile, especially like I'm learning how to figure it out. But yeah, on YouTube it's at Two Bagels. I'm at 70
Yes,
subs now,
sir.
so let's
It's
get
it's
me
in the
let's get to
description.
100. Nice, let's go. Yeah, subscribe, tap in with that. Love to see it. But yeah, that's really it.
I as for myself, Don Otaku, you can find me on Twitter at PastaFeet F3ET. You can find me on twitch.tv/Otaku the Don. And of course, you can find me right here on YouTube, where not only are we doing Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast every Thursday, Project Entitled Gaming Podcast every Saturday live, and lordsofgaming.net. Check out the articles, check out the reviews, check out the news, check out all of that. And then, other than that, yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, this Discord. Yeah, that's everything. But with that, any final words for the people to get them through the week?
Any final word for the peeps? Get some food, get some good food. Save some of that coin, invest some of that coin, but not into meme coins because meme coins are a little dangerous. But yeah, invest and fucking play some shit, man.
Yes, sir. All right, with that, let's go ahead and get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your week, your weekend, month, year, life, all that. Bye bye.
Peace.